Hi everybody, happy Thursday. I know we are in Week of the Young Child, and so there are a ton of super artsy things for you to do today and the rest of this week, and even this weekend if you can't get to them all today, because I saw a lot of really fun, good activities come up. So we are going to do our art history lesson really quickly. We're going to go through the artists that we've already previously studied, and then we're going to talk about the featured artists of this week. So it's someone new that we're working on. So we are not going to do flashcards today. We will get back to those next week. We are going to talk about the artist though, and I'm going to give you a hand gesture, and then I want you to tell me who you think that is that I'm talking about. So if we talked about an artist who was using raindrops or playing the piano, who do you think that would be in reference to? He painted outside really quickly. He had paintings with a lot of flowers and nature. Claude Monet. And then the second artist we worked on, he used scissors a lot, and he played the violin for many hours so he could build up the muscles in his hands. And we used a photo of his called the snail, but we all kind of decided it didn't really look like a snail. It was just a bunch of funky shapes ripped up on a sheet of paper. That one is Henri Matisse. After that, we studied someone and when he painted, he maybe looked like this. He had crazy wild hair. He painted Campbell soup cans, and he painted famous actresses, and we talked about him quite a bit. He's Miss Bridget's favorite. So his name is Andy Warhol. And then after that, we talked about someone who really focused a lot on using pointillism, so dots, right? And he made all of his paintings with dots, and they were usually something that kind of looked like a comic book. And we used the word onomatopoeia last week when we were talking about his artwork. So you think pop, or splash, or pow, any of those words that sound like what they are. And his name was, do you remember it? Roy, super long last name, Lichtenstein. Roy Lichtenstein. So those are the four artists that we've gone through so far. So Claude Monet, Henri Matisse, Andy Warhol, and Roy Lichtenstein. And then in between there, we worked one week where we said that someone else was the featured artist. It was someone special. And we had a little mirror on the wall that we looked at. That was that artist when we looked at the mirror. Do you remember who that was? I think it was you. I think you were the featured artist. Each of you is the featured artist. So this week we're going to do free art again. So free art means you get to do whatever you want and work with whatever medium you want. So you can paint, or you can do a chalk drawing outside, or you can use clay or Play-Doh. You could make a sculpture out of wire or tinfoil if you wanted to. So there's a lot of different options for you to work on something this week. But since you are the featured artist, I would like that piece of artwork to be considered a self-portrait. We haven't talked much about this so far. A self-portrait is when you make a picture or a sculpture or anything like that, a painting, that is you, or you feel like it represents you. So let's say you really love hearts and rainbows, and you want to make a drawing of yourself, and you draw yourself, but your hair is all rainbow colored. Well, that's great, because that's stuff you love. And so that's a representation of who you are. So that would be something great to do this week. So you can work on a couple different things. One main thing is I want you to work in whatever medium you want. So use whatever you want. But I would advise either you find a picture of yourself that you have at home, or you use a mirror. And you use that mirror so you can be able to look at yourself while you're doing your artwork. You think you can do that? You think you can find something? If you use a picture, you can use that picture then to do your artwork, okay? And I have a sketch pad right here, and I'm gonna just give you a little tip really quickly. So I'm gonna draw kind of the shape of my face. Miss Bridget has a round face, right? So then I need to have a round face on here. And I can kind of draw in a little bit of hair real quick, but we're gonna focus on the face, okay? So you see there's a head there, and the trick to drawing a face is these lines that we're gonna draw over the face. So you're gonna make a cross, right? We've been talking about crosses a ton because of Easter. So you're gonna draw a cross down the middle and from ear to ear on your drawing. And so then you know if it's ear to ear, what's in the middle? Right here, your eyes, right? And if we draw a line down this, what's in the middle? Your nose. What's below that? Your mouth, right? So on your drawing then, you know, okay, well, I need eyes on those lines, and my ears should kind of stop up there, and I should have a nose in the middle, and I should have a mouth, right? So your eyes are going to be on that line, your nose would be in the middle, your mouth would be below your nose, and your ears would be on the side of your face, right? Now, this is just a really quick sketch. It looks absolutely nothing like me. But I know you guys are going to put a ton of energy into this, and you are going to make some really cool self-portraits. And again, make it with whatever you want. You want to draw it like I just worked on this? Great. You want to paint it? Do it. You want to use stickers to make a picture of yourself using just stickers? I would love to see that. Go for it. So whatever you want to do to make that self-portrait, you do it. You do you. All right? And in art, again, we never say that we can't do something. We always try. So I want you to really work in your brain. Think. What do I want to use to make a picture of myself? Right? And you can use any of the techniques that we've gone through with the other artists. So you could make a picture of yourself where you play the piano or make raindrops on your painting. You could make a picture of yourself where you cut out shapes out of paper. You remember when we worked on the funky shapes, and you can glue those all down and make a picture of yourself. You could make a picture of yourself and then repeat that picture 4 times to kind of mimic Andy Warhol's work. Or you could make yourself as a superhero in a comic book, and then that would kind of be like Roy Lichtenstein's work. Or you could use a pencil eraser and paint that way. So you've got a ton of different options. You've learned a bunch of different techniques already. So I am looking forward to seeing some exciting self-portraits from you guys. So I hope you have a great rest of your week and a great weekend. And I will see you again technically tomorrow, because I'll have a video up for you guys tomorrow, a real little one. But we will work on art again next week. All right. Bye, guys. Miss you.